swear to God we'd already done this video and the recording's done. So we were talking about how this is me and Yumi here, by the way. We were talking about how I canceled off our Yumaniki playings and our Hetalia little spaz videos. So we were gonna redo some.
If you want us to redo that, we can.
It's just my microphone was being too sensitive and it was really loud and we were getting more dislikes than likes because of that.
Yeah. And we've got Skype now. We don't have stupid join me, so that's a whole bigger bonus.
So we're going to redo those probably, depending on our comments. But right now we were going to do a video on how much I love Iceland, and then we're going to do one for Yumi's. And it's actually going to take me 15 minutes to cover all this, surprisingly.
The last time we recorded this video, it took 5 minutes just to get through Iceland's personality.
Okay.
Let's see how long it takes her this time.
So, personality-wise, Iceland, you see, most people with emotionless characters, and I've already said this, so Yumi's gonna make fun of me anyway, people don't tend to notice that they have more personality than the people who seem to be filled with personality, because if you actually take time to think about it, you can kind of figure out what's going on in their head and make assumptions. Sometimes you learn things, and we all know that Iceland's not really like emotionless. A lot of people make him out to be, but we know he's probably still got that childish part, right? So, but he can still be serious, right? He's got his childish side and his serious side, and he's also really Soon, and Soons are adorable. Yumi likes Soons too. I love this picture right here. Anyway,
I agree. Soons are win.
Not to mention, he's just got that like mysterious side to him, and I'm trying to make this go as quick as possible, so my personality part's probably gonna end really quickly, surprisingly. But I'm also gonna try and cover 2P Iceland, actually, if I can. I don't know, because I like them both.
Does not have an official personality or design.
No, he does kind of have an official design. It's like Iceland with more purple hair, and he's got like this, I think he wears a blue coat, and he's got like this eye patch. I found nice Ask 2P Iceland before, but his personality, it's like he's so mysterious, yet you can still see that childish part in him. You can still bring that out, and you can still tell like he's Soon doesn't want to do things like that, but he also seems really emotionless at some points. You could also see his childish part, so he's got like quite a bit of personality, whether you think it or not, and that's actually, I think it's a lot more personality build-up than there mainly ever is in Hetalia, because I guess the other characters obviously have more of a personality build-up, but they've pretty much satisfied me so far with Iceland's personality in like the 3 times he shows up. So he's got like those 3 parts that he shows up. One in the movie, does have a character song, but he shows up once in the movie, once in an extra episode, and once in that little episode where it's just like, what, were you expecting something? Which is a line from his character song. Then he also does show up in the Nordic 5 song, but you're not really sure whether or not he's...
Actually, doesn't he show up twice in the movie, once at the beginning and once at the end where they were all dancing?
Huh?
I said, doesn't he show up twice in the movie, once at the beginning and once at the end where they're all dancing?
Does he seriously?
I think so.
I'm gonna check that later, but, because that's more Iceland for me, anyway.
Oh yeah, he does appear at the end with the Pictonians and how they create, like, the aurora so that there's an aurora shining all the time. So he does appear at the end.
That is so freaking cool! Okay, I don't know how I didn't notice that. Sorry, guys, I got really loud. Ignore me. Anyway.
Ignore my phone, too.
Iceland he seems to have that childish part that he doesn't bring out, and I'm not sure if he's trying to hide it because the other Nordics judge him about it because he's the youngest Nordic, but I'm not really sure. Anyway, now we're gonna go on to actual Iceland. Okay, look at this stuff. Look at all of this tourist stuff. It's amazing. It amazes me. Iceland, literally. It's so beautiful. And even like Puffins, Mr. Puffin, even Mr. Puffin has a good personality, to be honest. He's got like that. He's funny. He doesn't have a good personality. I wouldn't say he has a good personality because I can't even bring out his personality. I guess he flirts a lot, but I don't know. Um, but no, Iceland's a really beautiful place. I do have to say that. And even though it's filled with um, ice and like things like that, you never notice that there's like it's actually pretty warm there. It's not as cold as you'd think it would be. And there's a lot of volcanoes and hot springs there, so it's pretty cool. And their flag is awesome. What am I doing? Yumi, do you see what I'm doing here? Look at this flag. You can't deny the awesomeness of this flag. It's like it's got all my favorite colors there pretty much. Anyway, I do have more to add on to Iceland's personality, believe it or not, that I forgot. So basically with this personality, he's since it's really cold there, it's supposed to be kind of cold there and there is icebergs and stuff, even though it's not as cold as you really think it was. He's supposed to have like this cold, he's supposed to be pretty cold and like mysterious, I guess. Where most people say that he's like really passionate on the inside and he gets angered about things easier, like more easily than other people because of his, um, because of like the hot part of Iceland, like the volcanoes and hot springs. I couldn't think of what I was trying to say there before. And oh my god, adorable. Anyway, can I go on and talk about his voice now?
I'm just eating pizza.
Okay, can I go on and talk about his voice?
Go ahead.
Yes! Anyway, he's got like the most adorable, calming voice. It's like that voice that I want to hear read me bedtime stories every night. And I'm talking about English sub here. I hate people who watch the English dub because his voice is so terrible in it. I'm no offense. I'm sorry. That was rude. I just don't like his voice in it.
I watched the dub because it makes more sense than the sub.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Anyway.
It does to me.
Holy crap, this is good cosplay. Sorry. Never mind. Stop getting distracted. Anyway. I would marry that cosplayer, by the way, just because they dressed up as Iceland so well.
Or just ask them where you got the cosplay.
No, I would marry them because they look like they look and probably would act like Iceland because they'd have to stay in character. Anyway. Plus, they'd die around the same time as me. Anyway. Iceland. That voice that I want to read. I want him to read, like, bedtime stories to me. I'd love him to sing songs to me whenever I was, like, sad or just for fun because seriously, his voice literally makes me melt and yeah. And when they like drew his hair in the new animation, it literally his hair. It seems like I could like. I sound like such a freaking fangirl right now, don't I?
Yes, you do.
This is the most idiotic video we've ever made. Sorry, I got really loud there. Because we're just sitting here talking about a character that I love so much. I sound like an idiot because he's not actually real. No, he is. What? Never mind. Anyway, I just whenever people draw his hair really well, it makes me feel like I want to like reach out into the screen, grab his hair, and it looks so soft, and it's just the color of it. Iceland. Sorry. And then his eyes literally, like, just don't even get me started on the eyes. His eyes, he's, they're violet. I can't think of something to say without sounding completely retarded. His eyes make me, like, they stare into my soul. They make my heart go doki doki! No, gotta stop. No. I did that on purpose, don't worry. That wasn't a real thing I would ever do in my life. I would never actually do that in public.
I hope to God it isn't.
No, no one ever do that in public. It's terrible! Oh yeah, Iceland has long eyelashes. For a boy. I don't really care about that though. And I also like his style. I'm just gonna say that now. I love his style and how he dresses and stuff like that. And it's amazing. And I don't know. Iceland's got so many things to love over hating. And I don't actually think there's a lot of things I could point out about Iceland that I hate. I'd have to say, with licorice, I do like it more, but it's not my favorite thing in the world. I mean, red licorice is actually my favorite candy, not black licorice. That's probably comes like fourth in my candy thing. And some flavors and types of licorice I don't really like. But also,
When did the competition get to licorice?
Don't ask! Iceland likes licorice. Anyway. Also, it seems fun to be able to hang around all the Nordics with them. By the way, any of the art we show here is credited to the people who made it. Anyway.
It's credited to the rightful owners.
Yeah. Iceland's just... I think one of the things I dislike about him would be if he was with Mr. Puffin, like, every minute, because Mr. Puffin would probably start to get on my nerves.
Leak smack that puffin.
Yeah, leak smack the puffins. Anyway. I hate how in the animation they make his eyes, blue, because, in the actual animation, because they were actually supposed to be, in the beginning, like, based off the animator, the person who drew the manga, they were supposed to be violet, and I like the new animator because it literally looks exactly like the manga, and they've got everything correct, and oh my god. New animator, I love you for life. And I'm starting to run out of time here to talk about Iceland, and so Yumi doesn't really have time now, so we're gonna give her another episode to do this. Who will you be talking about, Yumi?
Romano. Deal with it.
Deal with it? Okay.
Deal with it. I'm gonna talk about Romano. Deal with it.
I think we'll actually do a list of talking about hetalia characters. Because it sounds like fun, doesn't it?
Sounds like fun, yeah.
Except we'll just start off, like, the people who favorite the character over each other will have to talk about the character. Is that a deal?
Yeah, that's a deal.
And if we have to share the character, we have to share the character. Anyway, we have 14 minutes left, so, I mean, 5 minutes left, 1 minute left. Sorry, God, my freaking... Okay, sorry, guys. That was a bit loud. I'm sorry, I'm a loud person. Anyway, I think that's about it, so... This video is sponsored by... Iceland's eyes, that make my heart go doki doki, apparently, according to me before in the video, which was the dumbest thing I've ever said. So,
Yep, it is.
Go away. You can look at this sexy picture of Iceland where they got his eye color wrong. Anyway, bye! You can say bye.
See you, peoples.